Hello and welcome to game number 2 of this best of 3. We have got Menace, of course formerly known as Red in the Dark, taking on 2016, which is a team that's been put together for this tournament specifically. Official lineup that we saw yesterday and the day before in the qualifiers, not really there yet, or not there anymore, but we do have 5 other players that you will know actually. I say 5 other players, but it's actually 2. We already knew Rise and Ace were in the lineup. They have also managed to get Cinderin on board for the second game. We'll be taking on the captain slot, and Voof and Neer will be here as well. And they are standing in for Soxka and fucking Mad. And of course with me is Minnie. Minnie, welcome back.
Thank you. And okay, sorry.
Well, how much do you think Cinderin being here is gonna change?
I hope a lot because I mean he's a really good captain, I would say, and a player as well. So this game should be different because we still have we don't have a Nino, but we have Ace and Rice and Cinderin. And I don't think Voov and Neer did bad the last game. So I mean, I think they are a stronger team than the last game.
You said, like, at the end of the previous game, which was indeed pretty one-sided, you said, like, the trouble for 2016 was the laning. And that's basically a captain's call.
Yeah.
So I would hope to agree with you. And of course, I mean, I'm kind of biased because I want to hope for a more even game, but...
Exactly. And we see Cinderin being Cinderin and banning out Doom and Dragon Knight.
Doom.
Which does not happen every day in Dota.
Like Dragon Knight, I would like say, okay, you know what? Fine, granted. But Doom? Why would he ban out the Doom? What could he have in mind that would...
Storm Nyx Bomb. I'm just gonna call it right now, it's a Storm Nyx Bomb.
Okay, well we already have one part of that complete. It is up to the Menace if they wanted to, or Team Menace rather, if they want to try and disrupt that by picking up the Storm themselves. We already have the Bat and IO banned out. I mean, that's no surprise. We saw it in the previous game as well. We still have a lot of strong heroes in the pool. And I mean, at this point we can call them all out, but I think it's just better if we just wait and see if Menace is gonna already start countering maybe a heavy ganking lineup, or if they are just gonna pick up that the Storm, and roll with that one.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see at least Naga being picked up by Menace, because Naga is just such a good hero against Nyx overall, because of the net and sleep.
Yeah, in the previous game, Menace banned out Naga and OD.
Yeah.
So they have the chance to actually pick up both here.
Yeah, I think at least Naga, and it could be OD or maybe even a Weaver again, because it had good success.
Well, there's the Weaver. And a Bane, of course, counter towards the Lifestealer.
Exactly. Like, Naga is also a counter, Bane is also a phenomenal counter with Enfeeble, Sleep, Ultimate. It's just amazing against the Nyx. So 2 very solid picks against the Nyx, I would say, and we'll see what Cinderin decides to do. Yeah,
and to be fair, I mean, if Cinderin still wants to have a Storm, Bane is also a counter towards the Storm. So that's actually very nice pickup for Menace. I really like it. Kind of maybe makes Cinderin think a little bit more about what he actually wants to do, if he still wants to have that Storm or not, or if he's gonna go for maybe something different, something more standard, and maybe that would be Nature's Prophet, who is still in the pool. We might see banned out otherwise. Maybe still a secondary carry, just to make sure that he has those complete. He actually goes for a Chen, hero that we saw banned out in the previous game as well, but solid hero nonetheless. You can make a surprise gank.
And we see Cinderin banning out the Naga now, because they don't want Nyx to be more shut down than he already is. Which, yeah, I guess they have some sort of plan with a lot of heroes who does not have the Treant Protector armor remover. It's like the worst way of saying it, but like any way of removing the Treant armor. So we'll see.
Yep, and there's the Nature's Prophet on Team Menace this time, so they're taking a page out of the book of of themselves, because they have that in the previous game as well. I just got confused about Radiant and Dire, but they played them in the previous game, so they're gonna try to do the same thing again. And to be fair, I mean, it worked out just fine.
Yeah, it did, and Nature's Prophet, I love the hero, and I think it's always a solid pick. So, no surprises there.
Are you expecting him to be mid again?
I don't know. That's the beauty of it. Like, it can be middle, and it can also be offlaning. I don't think we're gonna put it in the jungle, pure jungling, as a senior supportish, because I think it's more optimal to have it either middle or offlane.
Yeah, worked out okay in the previous game. Of course, we still have the Nyx Assassin in the pool. If they want to have that, it's not really a brilliant combination with the Bane in terms of, synergy between the two heroes. Maybe a follow-up Disable would be better, like Lina, Leshrac, Jakiro, one of those. So we'll see. Mousesport's already having the Chen there, so we only need one more hard support for them so that the Chen can focus on the mechanism and such. They go for the Bounty Hunter, so that's gonna be a safe laning Lifestealer and the Bounty Hunter offlane, most likely.
Yeah, I don't think there's any possibility of them going in aggressive Island because they have the Shen, and you don't do that then, pretty much.
There goes the puck. That's gonna be their mid laner then. Should be. I say it like it's already known, but it should be. Oh hey, look! It's still the Storm!
The Storm Nyx combination.
Yep.
No, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. Syndra, not Syndra, 2016, they really want to fight. Like, this game, they are gonna fight a lot.
The gloves come off.
And, Storm is a good pick here, I suppose. Like, Bane is good against Storm, Storm is good against Bane. And Puck is actually really good against Storm. If he gets the silence out, Storm might just die instantly. So, like, we'll see how they handle this against Team Menace lineup. But I love the picks coming out. Like, they really just want to fight all game, all day long.
Yeah, with having a Chen on their side as well, that means that if there is a successful gank, they have a lot of pushing power standing by that they can just take the tower with as well, which is really nice to have. And because Menace realized what's going on, they banned out one of the supports that is considered one of the more roaming supports, the more stronger roaming support, which is the Vengeful Spirit. Now Visage getting removed as well. We still have a lot of roaming supports left though. We even still have the Nyx Assassin in the pool if if 2016 is gonna be really wanting to have that, even though it might make them a little bit too vulnerable. Like we're having and the Nyx and the Bounty.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they are either gonna pick up, it could even be a Crystal Maiden here, because it fits fairly well and you will always have mana in the team. And it could also be a Keeper of the Light. It could be a lot of heroes here, like there's no certain hero, but to me a Crystal Maiden would look pretty awesome for them.
Yeah, Menace taking their time. They're needing one more hero, which is either a support hero or an offlaner, depending on where they're gonna send the Nature's Prophet. And I guess if they are gonna pick up an offlaner, that would mean that Bane is gonna be on, yeah. Because they kind of can't have Weaver Bane lane, that would be kind of silly. But the Venomers are there, makes a lot of sense. Puck or Nature's Prophet on the offlane? Just Nature's Prophet offlane, Puck mid, trial lane Weaver?
Yeah,
okay.
That is what I'm looking at. And I actually think that Team Menace is gonna go in aggressive trial with this. Like, if you pick up a Venomaster, you always, not always, but a lot of the times you go aggressive trial. And they're gonna have a safe lane Furion against the Gondar, and Puck middle against the Storm. Because that will force Syndra, the Shen player, to move and not farm as effectively. Even if they might not win the aggressive Chile, they will at least stop the Shen from farming.
And of course Venomman's pretty strong up against Lifestealer as well. If you hit the Gale before he rages, that slow will continue to be on there.
Yeah, and now I'm just very curious to see what Team Menace is gonna do. And I am completely wrong. They pick him and Disruptor.
It's a very nice hero for ganking though. If people are trying to run away, then you can just make them come back with a glimpse. And of course, vice versa for Puck and Nature's Prophet. If they come in, you just send them away.
I am very worried for the laning stage of 2016. I think they need to dodge the Trilane. Like, they need to send a Disruptor and Nyx top lane, and Gondar easy lane, and the Storm middle. And just make Menace supporters move, because I don't think they can win or even contest Menace going on a defensive Trilane.
Now they need to get their levels, I guess. I mean, that's one of the main concerns for their lineup. They need to have the Chen level 6, they need to have the Storm level 6 fast. And also, I mean, Disruptor is a nice support, but he also needs his levels. Of course, Bounty Hunter needs levels, Lifestealer needs his farm. no pressure. But looks like we're gonna have safe laning Menace on our hands. So let's just go for who's playing what. I'll go over Menace this time. We have Daco on the mid lane. Once again, this time he's playing the puck. That leaves the Nature's Prophet for a spin. We'll be going on the off lane / jungle. Regardless, he is gonna go for a fast hand of Midas. So we're planning to make it a longer game maybe. Sifla will be taking on the Weaver. We'll be having Boogie on the Venomancer. And then last but not least is Lapiz. He is playing the Bane for this game. And we'll be on the safe lane trial lane up against the Bounty Hunter. Okay, did they kill a Treant or something? I think that.
Yeah, I think they did else. Yeah, Storm got a Treant kill.
10 experience!
First blood!
He's got one last hit.
And on 2016 side, we have Ace going up middle with Storm Spirit. We have Rice going up in Shen. I guess he's pretty famous for that one, actually. Synderen going on carry, which I haven't seen lately, like ever. He's going on the Nikes. And we have Voov playing the Disruptor. And as in last game, we have Nier playing the offlaner Gondar.
Yeah, I like it actually, Synderen as a carry. I mean, we normally see, like, it's nice to see a different side of players, because we all know, like, they can play. But, yeah, it kinda curious, makes me curious, like, how is the captaining gonna go this game? Because, of course, normally carry players are not normally the captains. Of course it happens, there's multiple teams that have it actually, but normally it's not the case purely because being a captain requires you to have more of a helicopter view than you would have as a carry player.
Exactly. And we see Menace pooling their puck once again with 200 gold. He has 1 salve and 1 extra tango, and I mean he should be fairly dominating middle lane, but it just depends on how well both of these players play, because Ace also got pooled, and 2016 also pooled 200 gold to the Gondar. So their supporters are not very rich in 2016.
No, we already have Ace ahead on last hits though, 8 for 0 with Daco sitting on 4 to 1. I guess in terms of experience for players, I think Ace is a more experienced player, like of the players themselves, regardless of which heroes they have, and that would make a difference here as well. Confidence comes into play.
Yeah, I definitely think so as well, because he is playing really, really well right now, and Daco is also playing well, but not as well.
Maybe a little bit intimidated, could be.
Exactly.
Him slightly.
And I mean, this laning is benefiting 2016 so heavily, just because of the fact that Nikes will have 100% of the farm. He should not miss a single laster here. Same thing, Rice, the Shen, he will farm as he pleases. And Disruptor can pull as he pleases, because they have Menace have no offlaner. Like, the Furin opted to go jungle immediately, not even trying to block the pulls or anything with his treants. And I mean, and they're not really shutting down the Gondar, because now he can be super annoying to the Furion, and Menace will have 2 supporters not really doing a lot. Like, they will just be pulling, while I feel like Venomancer is more of a fighter hero. Like, he won a battle all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, we just saw Bounty Hunter already taking 2 last hits from the Nature's Prophet away from him, which is kind of nice, because he's still level 1, he's not really, or level 2 right now. He's not really getting anything on the lane, no surprise. Though the lucky thing for him is that both of the sent wards have already been used, the ones that Bane had in his inventory. So one actually already vanished because it was placed very early on, and the other one about to vanish as well in the river. And that's actually a very good deal for the Bounty Hunter as well. Although Nier probably don't know that that's actually happening, but
yeah, and the thing is, well, for Menace, they have a dust on the Venomancer. So if they find a Gondar off position, they will be able to kill him.
Yeah, talking about that, they're actually gonna go for this tower right now. They've got 3 people coming in with Nature's Prophet helping out. Venomancer coming in from the side, not scouting out the Bounty Hunter. And that will mean a tier 1 tower taken down very early on. And I don't think there's gonna be anything that 2016 can do against it, apart from taking down their own tower on the bottom lane, which they are actually doing, and successfully so, with Synderen getting the gold for that. He's got 1400 gold, 18 last hits. He's not doing best on the map. That's actually Storm right now, but doing really well, and of course getting that last hit there on the tower as well, compared to the Weaver, who did not get a last hit on the tower because that was the Venomancer that took it. Makes Synderen getting out, coming out slightly ahead.
Yeah, and we see Mouse only committing 3 heroes to kill this tower. While Menace, on the other hand, has 4 heroes just beating down a tower.
It doesn't look like they're gonna stop though. Like
No,
this.
but I feel like 2016 will either be ganking middle or going top to help out to defend the tower. I think it would be better to defend the tower at top lane.
Well, they're on their way. We've got Voof and Chen and Root. But they
Because-
might be coming too late. Actually, there's no fortification anymore. Oh, from the side, actually, Haystrom from the Storm. He is still level 5, but it doesn't matter. He does have that Vortex up. Goes for Boogie. This should be the first blood. Couple more hits needed with the Haystrom. He does land a Gale up on Synderen, but it doesn't matter. That's first blood on the board. That's Chen picking it up. Rise having that extra bit of gold. Lapis is going to be the next target. There's another Vortex again in 8 seconds. The blocking is there from Ace. This should be another kill going the way of 2016. It's Ace that picks it up. 2 kills. And they still keep their tower. So, good fight overall for 2016.
Yeah, we see how 2016, they do not hesitate to just fight. Like, they even TP up Synderen, being level 5 on a Nyx, to just, let's go fighting. And the Storm is not even level 6. They took that fight just purely outnumbering Menace.
Yeah, forcing everybody back and just picking up the people that got slow. I mean,
Yeah,
Menace didn't even try to fight. Maybe they would have been able to pick up a kill if they all went into fight, but it's just too risky at that point.
Dyer's top tower has
That's
Yeah, the thing is,
a tower in return as well.
2016 is, to me, a little bit stronger right now. And, like, I don't think Menace could have taken that fight at all. And just because of that fact, they get 2 kills, they get a tier 1 tower, and right now they are just a lot ahead.
Yeah, one tower ahead in the bottom lane. In the meantime, we do have Menace pushing in again. They're not giving up the pressure. They found Synderen. Nightmare is on there. We do have Disruptor around here though, and they can't really go in. And this means that they're wasting a bit of time here on this bottom lane, not getting anything in return for it.
Yeah, they didn't really have any setup going with this leap there. And they can't just dive the tower because of the fact that then Menace can respond with just one single TP and they will be in deep water. So I think Menace just needs to get some farm, get some levels on the Nation of Prophets, get some levels on the supporters, same as the Puck, and then just fight a little bit later.
Yeah, keep saying mouse ports instead of 2016, but that's because of Synderen's tag. This happens. Can't control it. Can't control it. We do have Puck doing really well, by the way, in terms of net worth. He is actually highest on the map right now, very close to the Storm Spirit, but nonetheless, doing fairly well. Also considering Storm has got that extra tower on his name. But he can't really use it yet. He needs to have a Blink Dagger before he can use it. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet goes down to the top lane. We do have Chen getting picked up for it though, and Nier actually being saved for later. There is a Sentry Ward there, or he's still dusted up. No Sentry Ward, just dusted, and that will be Nier dying as well. So 2 kills for 1, making it 3-2. The first 2 kills go in the way of Menace. And that was, I feel like that was just 2016 overextending. I have no idea why they were still there.
I mean, I get their mentality of we want to fight all game, but going out there in this stage of the game is a little bit optimistic, I would say. But I mean, it's a loss for sure. This is a little comeback for Menace, but we do know how 2016 will play all game. They will do stupid shit and try to get track kills later on. Like, that's how they want to play this game.
Do you think if that bounty hunter would have been level 6, it would have been a track kill on the Nature's Prophet, and they would trade the Chen and the bounty hunter for that? Would have been worth it if there was a track?
I would say no, just because of the fact that the Furion is on level 4, which means they get a level 4 kill for a level 4 Gondar and level 5 Shen. Which means that's just a loss, because you don't really get a lot of experience, which is the big thing in the early mid game.
Fair enough. But yeah, Bounty Hunter's still level 4. He needs to get that extra experience up, as does everybody else, though only the Storm Spirit is doing fairly okay on levels. And Lifestealer. But Lifestealer needs more farm rather than levels, so let's not talk about him. But they are actually the only 2 that are above level 6. The rest are level 5 or lower. Looks like they do want to try to get a fight going though, but Puck is sitting around there with an Invis rune. There goes an Infest up on the Storm, but they can't find anybody. They don't see the Puck, and they're actually going to try to go for Lapis. Ball Lightning is there, there comes the Infest out. Is there going to be an Open Wounds and a Vortex? Yes there is, that should be a kill. That's going to be Bane. Dead, picked up by Synderen.
Radiant's top tower
And there's
is
nothing
under
that Menace
attack.
can do against it. There's still Puck sitting in his invis rune.
Radiant's top tower
And now
has
only he
fallen.
goes out, but just a farm.
I mean, sure, it's nice to get a kill, but it's a level 4 Bane, and while they do this, Weaver pushes the tier 2 tower of 2016 at top lane. So I would say that 2016 is actually just wasting time here. Like, bad kill is not worth losing a tower and not farming on Syndrome.
Yeah, they don't get the tower mid either. I thought maybe they would rotate and get the tower mid, would make it slightly worth it. Would make it just worth it regardless. But yeah, they are creating a lot of space for Weaver. And that's actually very dangerous because Weaver is one of those more annoying split pushers. On top of that, there's also Nature's Prophet in the game. So they can't just trade anything anymore because Nature's Prophet will make them pay by taking down that tier 3 tower one bit at a time.
Yeah, and pushing against Menace right now is really hard just because of the fact that they have Fury Ultimate, Puck Orb, Venomancer wards. Like, pushing against that is just so hard. Before they have a mech on the Shen, I don't suspect that 2016 will be pushing. At least successfully.
It'll take a while before he actually has his mech. He is level 6, but his mechanism quite a long way away. It's about 1200 gold still to go, which is not really going that fast considering you can only farm in the jungle. And he's not going to get any towers before that time.
Yeah, and one thing I am looking at right now is that Storm is going for an Orchid, which he will have kind of at the same time as the Weaver will have a Lincoln. So like, Weaver will somehow be fine even if the Storm gets an Orchid in this game, which I think is really good for Menace, because they need this Weaver to do a lot in the mid game. When he has his Lincolns, when he gets power threads, they need to start either just split pushing like crazy with him, or fight a little bit with him. And I think Menace should be looking at just split pushing all game, because they don't really want to fight against a Gondar who will give Trackle.
I mean, it's kind of boring for us, I guess. But I fully agree. I mean, split pushing their way to victory is the thing to do right now. Even in a 5-on-5 fight, like, there's no real big 5-on-5 hero that I'd say, you know, that is going to win the game. But then you've got Disruptor on that side with Hand of God. I mean, a team fight 5-on-5 is something at the moment that 2016 will win, I think.
I mean, Menace could maybe get ahead just in kills, but the thing is, the kills that 2016 gets is track kills. And if you keep on fighting like all game, the track kills doesn't give that much, but like, it adds up. 1 track kill, 2 track kills, 3 track kills, like, the more track kills the better, so to say.
What do you think that 2016 should do right now? Because of course, I mean, they've been moving around quite a bit. They've been trying to farm now a little bit more, from what we can tell. But is it actually the right thing to do at this moment, or should they just try to force fights and try to kill?
I think they should try to pick off the Weaver at least once, because they have a level 3 glimpse on the Disruptor. Just going 3 or even 4 heroes, like Gondar, Storm, Shen, Disruptor, try and go kill him at least once, would be so huge. And just let Syndrome farm in the meantime, because they can't really push right now. Like, it's gonna be so hard pushing against Menace, and I think we're just gonna waste their time trying to do it.
What is this bounty hunter planning? He's gonna just have to walk away again in a moment. A lot of wards being placed here by Boogie, just making sure that the tower is gonna continue standing there for a little while longer. I mean, his wards are level 3, so they're actually doing quite okay. Trying to push back the lane out. In the meantime, though, it's only a distraction, because middle lane is the lane where the tower will go down. That is a tier 1. That's the last tier 1 tower standing on the side of Menace if it does drop. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's very smart play coming out of Syndrome, forcing the Venomancer to go down and commit putting wards there, and then just all of them rotating and trying to get the middle tower. But the thing is that the tower is not going down right now.
Oh, Dream Coil up on 2. Hand of God already coming through. In comes a static link. Boogie already goes down as a first one. A lot of tracks up here. Vortex up. That's another track kill added to the board. Double kill for Syndrome. Can he make it a triple? He opens up on Dako, but he backs off right now as the Weaver comes in. Nice Centaur Sun helping out. That's gonna be 2016 backing off. They get 2 kills out of that. Was the Venomancer tracked up as well? I think he was, right?
I think so too. And the thing is, he also bought back, which
Yeah.
is not the best for him. And yeah, like this was a fight even without 2016 having a mecha. Like when they get the mech as well on the Shen, the fights are gonna be really hard for Menace. Like I feel like committing to a fight like that might have been a mistake. I think they should defend with only spells and try to split push at the same time with a Furion and Weaver. Because they don't really want to fight right now.
Well, the tier 1 tower still stands. So I guess that's
Which is
good.
that is a good thing, but I mean it's really good and it's good to keep the map control. But I think that they can still defend this tower without committing all heroes and at the same time farming the other heroes, like Weaver and Furion.
Time will tell. Chen has got his mechanism ready now, just got the gold for it, just needs to pick up the recipe, and then maybe they're gonna go for 5-man Dota again in the mid lane. I mean, it worked out. And the tracks up on there, I mean, the gold graph is not really that significantly going the way of 2016, but it does help quite a bit. Experience graph looks maybe a little bit more clear, but I guess the difference is it's only 15 minutes in.
Yeah, like the graphs right now means pretty much nothing. Like it is how the team goes from here that is going to be the deciding factor.
One big team fight can determine the game.
Exactly.
And
And-
even then, it might not determine the game.
What Menace needs right now is getting the Blink Dagger on Puck is very crucial. The same thing as getting the level 6 on Bane. Before that, taking fights is not good at all. They need to wait and get the level 6 on Bane, get the Blink Dagger, and then try to either get pick off, fight, or tower.
The Bane is still level 5. It's actually quite sad. But he will get, actually he won't get level 6 just yet. Just one kill is all he needs to get level 6 though. They can kill off Synderen. Actually Synderen, he just opens up on that Bane. Stay at level 5 he says. Mechanism trying to help out. Sprout does not help out. Synderen gets himself a solo kill up on the Bane. In comes Ace with the Vortex spin. Will be dropping there as well. All the Dream Coil will help. Infest out Synderen with a double kill. Down goes Ace. Synderen is still alive. Will try to TP out. Did not rage before TPing, but there's nobody that can interrupt him from TPing out. So that's gonna be 2-for-1 trade. And a worthy one, because they keep Bane at level 5.
At the same time as we push the middle tier 1 tower.
Nice.
At the same time as Gondar is getting some levels at bottom. Like this is just a huge win for 2016. And that is purely because Nyx is so strong right now. He has face boots, jumps, and armlet. So like he does not care. Because there is nothing who stops him before Bane is level 6. So that's just a brilliant choice by Synderen, diving like crazy. And getting 2 kills. Sure, they lose the storm, but to be honest, I don't even think they care.
No. I mean, as you say, they get tower, they get a double kill for Synderen, so extra gold for him. Who hasn't died yet, by the way. Synderen has been in 6 out of the 10, out of the 8 kills, actually. And they also keep the Bane at level 5. Win-win. Well, win-win loss, I guess. But 2 wins going the way of 2016. And they have actually smoked up, so they're looking for some more action. They're gonna be able to find Bane standing in the jungle, and that's gonna be him keeping level 5 for a little while longer. And a track kill, why not? I guess one of the upsides of being level 5 is that he is alive again in 20 seconds.
And he does not give a lot, except that they got the track out.
Yeah.
Which means a lot of gold for everybody.
But is that worthy of a smoke kill?
I would say, I mean, in this stage of the game, I would say yes, just because of the fact that they can use a smoke to get a kill like this, and then start applying pressure like they are doing now in the middle tier 2, and I don't even think Menace can stop this.
And Dream Coil up on 2. In comes the Static Storm though, that's Puck already dead. Boogie tries to do what he can, lands his ultimate, and tries to run away. Synderen getting locked inside the Sprout, but goes for Boogie anyway. Gets himself a kill, infests himself into a creep to get himself out. Goes for Weaver afterwards. Weaver, who is not saved there, time-lapse himself away. There is the Fiend's Grip, but already interrupted. Synderen turn opens up, kills off the Weaver onto the next target, which is a Nature's Prophet, locked inside the kinetic field. That's a double kill. That is 5 heroes down in total. I guess I say 5, but I think Bane actually this fight did not die. Did he? Or did
I
he
don't
die
think
and
he
then
did.
come back to life again, which actually is indeed the case. No,
I
it's not
think
the
he
case.
managed to survive, and
Wow.
middle tower has fallen.
2016 is just so ridiculously strong right now. Like, they did not care anything in that fight. Like, Menace got a pretty good initiation with Puck jumping in, Recoil, Silence, or Venomous got his ultimate out. But there's no real damage source. Like, Weaver doesn't have a lot of damage right now. Furion does not have a lot of damage right now, because he went for a mech early. And yeah, Bane was level 6, but he got cancelled by the Gondar toss, and then they didn't manage to kill Synderen, and then Synderen killed everything.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, 13-3. I guess that says quite a lot about how this game is going for Menace. They kind of really seem to find their stride. They need a lot of time to be able to still get back up on their feet. Weaver has that Linken's, but as you said, the damage is kind of lacking behind. Split pushing on the tier 3 top. Not really been that effective just yet. I mean, they've got a little bit of damage done, but it's only a little bit. Oh, Lapis, I think you're dead. Track comes in as well, and that's gonna be another kill. Ownage being called, with Ace getting that kill. Ace, who has actually only got 2 kills this game, but he has been in 10 out of the 14.
Yeah, Ace has been very, very active around the map, even if he does not manage to get a kill himself. Like, he's helping out his team so much right now.
Look at Synderen though. He is 7-0-3. That's a fat life stealer. Who is actually might be dying there for the first time. He's armlet toggling, trying to stay alive, gets Fiend Script. That should be Synderen dead. That's the first time that he died. I just credited him and, you know, he just throws it.
You jinxed him.
Yep, I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, but
Dire's bottom tower has been
we see Disruptor from 2016 having a 4-staff in this stage of the game. Then you know the game is going good for them.
Yeah.
When a supporter have a 4-staff 20 minutes into the game.
And an urn and mana boots.
Exactly.
Pretty rich. Pretty rich. He has got more than double the amount of gold of the supports of Menace. There we go, Ball Lightning in. Ulti still goes off though from Boogie, but they are able to kill off Sifla already. Or can they? Yes, they can. Disrupt her with the last hit. Still on the static storm TP out attempt from the Nature's Prophet, but no can do. Get stunned up, get netted up, will get killed off. Another track kill waiting here for Lapis. The Aegis at least gets taken out. But Lapis, he's gonna try to TP out, but he won't be able to. Shouldn't be able to. There we go. That's another kill. That's 3 kills added to the board for 2016. I mean, the Aegis got burned. Fair enough. But that didn't it wasn't even that big of a difference, I think. I mean, Ace was the one with the Aegis, right?
Radiant's middle tower.
He got back
he
with
was.
full mana, and I think he needed that.
I would say so too. And like, Menace is just very, very desperate right now. Like, they're saying, we gotta try to do something. Let's try to push the tower, try to take a fight. But it didn't work out, and now they just... I think we're gonna lose their base here. At least 1 Rex.
No, with the way this is going, I wouldn't be surprised to see them calling out the GG soon. Boogie already got picked up. That's another track kill. We already have got 12k gold in favor of 2016. Ace might be in a bit of trouble though. He does have a TP. He's gonna try to use it in TP home. Looks like he is indeed safe. Chen, not so safe though. We were able to keep picking up. That's a double kill for Sifla. In comes Synderen, open wound up on the Puck. Puck gets himself out. Still ends up going down to the Bounty Hunter where he jumped himself into. Bounty Hunter gets dusted up, tries to run forward. In comes Sifla looking for that triple kill. Can he get it is the question. Nope, he can't. Well, he does get the kill, but it's no triple kill because it was too late. And Synderen TPs himself out. That's a good fight for Menace. That was slightly overextension coming out from 2016. It's not yet over.
That is a really, really good fight for Menace. Like, 2016, they're doing a Nike Stormbomb into a Venomancer, wasting all the mana Storm had, just killing off the Venomancer. And when they do that, they did not have enough power to kill off the other more important heroes of Team Menace. And then Menace just capitalized on that and pick up, I think it was 3 kills. Shen, Bounty Hunter, and Disruptor died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good kills. A lot of experience, I think, going their way. I mean, in the experience graph, the drop is there. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit more than 1.5k experience, but acceptable. Wow.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing, for sure. BKB picked up by the Bounty Hunter. He's rich.
Wow. They are still so, so rich in 2016. Like, Menace is fighting uphill. They need another one of these fights where 2016 just overextends like crazy. And maybe even Fountain Dive or something. Like they just need, they need every single advantage they can get. Fighting inside their tier 4 towers is the optimal way for them fighting right now.
Boogie is trying to take the Ancients farm. He's gonna be in for surprise, so Sinring comes in. We'll take it instead. Well, that's a shame for him. Well, 2016, they are not wasting any time. They're going mid. Or are they? Or are they roaming into the jungle? They're roaming into the jungle. They have got the gem up on Foof, so that will be map control going their way. And that will be a tier 3 tower. It's a tier 2 tower. This is the last tier 2 that's standing on the map for Menace. So it's a good target. It's a little bit of free gold, I guess.
Yeah, but I think this is a fine decision. I just hope that after they take this tower, they keep going and go for tier 3. I mean, I think they are strong enough to just try to finish the game right now, or at least take 1 barracks. But I would not be surprised if they also just wait, take a little bit more farm in the enemy jungle, and wait for Roshan. And try to take Roshan once again.
Well, Roshan is almost up. The age at least disappeared. 4 minutes. So unless Menace gets himself locked out of position, runs really bad, where 2016 can take advantage of that, I think you're right. They're just gonna wait for the ages again, or maybe see what they can pull out of Menace if they just start threatening their base.
Dire's top tower
I mean,
has fallen.
if Menace makes a mistake of going in at the wrong place at the wrong time, who's 2016 to not really take advantage of that?
Structures are fortified.
Oh, that's already Boogie. Very aggressive. BKB's turned on. That's 1 dead Venomancer. And that's gonna be 1 dead Bane as well. Open wounds are there. Sinrin looking for it. Gets it as well. In for the next. Looking for spin. Now backing off. Realizing they're in a little bit over their head. Especially with the buyback from the Bane. More BKBs turned on.
Dire's top tower
Trex going off left and right. Fiend's grip there up on Sinrin, but already gets interrupted by the static storm. Lapiz, who just bought back, in a lot of trouble again. Vortex. It is Chen that goes down. There goes still the Bane. And that's the second time that he dies in a fight. Ace will be trying to TP himself out though. Won't be able to do that. Nice TP out, or a nice kill off rather, from Menace. And it looks like we are going to see Menace being able to take something out of this one. They are able to take 4 kills out of this. The only one that lives is Syndran, who is already back in the bottom lane. And that is a brilliant win. I mean, buyback on the Bane or not, they keep everything, and this is why you said they should be probably getting that Aegis.
I think I must agree. Like, Menace taking a really good fight here. Even if it is 2016 diving Menace, they make 2016 dive, they buy back the Bane, and they just jump in with everything they have. Puck goes in, Weaver goes in, and somehow 2016 is just melting. Like, they're going in too far. The BKBs are used when the Venomancer uses his ultimate,
under attack.
which means when the real fight starts, they won't have their BKBs, and that's when Menace Puck just jumped in and got a good dream call off and a silence and just kill everything.
Good fight, very good fight, keeping themselves in the game. Of course, the longer this goes on, the more Menace is actually getting. We do have an Orchid now ready up on the Nature's Prophet, so his split pushing is going to be a little bit more effective because he won't be afraid of the first person to show himself on the lane. We've got Weaver with his BKB as well, 10 seconds still left, so that's going to be 2 very defensive items. Still not really that much damage, but he should be living, and that's of course already a big thing there. And yeah, overall, looking good. Looking good for Menace, or at least looking better for Menace, let's say it that way, because of course, I mean, they're still 10k gold behind. But experience-wise, they took a big jump back. They are now only 6k experience behind. And in levels, we see that the supports, of course, are still very low on level. But those are the only ones that they are losing. So we've got the Weaver with the same level as the Lifestealer. Level 17 at the moment.
Yeah, and I think Menace, their chance of winning this game is going late. Like, very late. And late, because late game, 2016 doesn't really have much more than the Storm Knights. I mean, sure, the Shen heals and everything is great, but super late, it's not that great. And the last fight, 2016 also lost for Gem, which is really big because now Menace might be able to deward a little bit, maybe even try to deward around Roshan and sneak a Roshan somehow for themselves. But I think that's going to be really hard though, because 2016 have so much map control, and they can do pretty much whatever they want right now.
It all comes down to if they want to try and dive again and fail again. And Menace just needs time, as you said. Split pushing in the end is going to be the way to victory for Menace. Question is if they have time for it. We do have another Roshan up in a minute or so, or less than a minute, 20 seconds or so. So that will probably be something that 2016 is going to try to get. And I'm not really expecting Menace to try and contest that. I don't think they have the power. If they lose a fight there, they'll lose just more than just an Aegis.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be really, really hard for Menace to fight 2016 in the Roche Pit. We might see them try to sneak a Weaver and Furin in there and try to kill it quickly somehow. But I think that's also gonna be really hard because they don't really have any split push going right now. So I'm interested to see how Menace will basically react to this. Like, if 2016 goes Roshan, what do? Do they fight? Do they split push? I think they should be split pushing for sure.
Do you think they can fight?
No.
Right. Okay.
I mean, maybe if they get it perfect, they bait out the BKBs and then goes on with Puck later. But like, they have Rage, they have BKB on Gondar, they have BKB on Storm. Like, 2016 right now are ridiculously strong.
Time will tell. They are gonna go for Roshan again. They don't have any wards up around the Roche Pit though, so now they do actually. If Menace wants to go in, they could. And 2016 will be scouted out the moment that they go for Roshan. There's an army of wards there from that Venomancer.
Yeah. One was not enough. You needed 5 of them.
Well, let's see.
Ooh.
Ball lightning in. That's gonna be spin. But they want to have. Sinrin jumps out. Nice nightmare, but it doesn't matter. Lapis will be the next target. That's gonna be too big. This should be a free Roshan. If not going for the tier 3 tower, because it looks like we are having the rest of 2016 on the move as well.
Yeah, I think they should really be going Roshan because they just wasted, not wasted, but they used 1000 mana on Storm. So they don't really have the energy to fight, the mana to fight. So they're just gonna take a free Roshan and there's nothing Menace can do about it.
Weaver TP's back mid after pushing out the bottom lane a little bit more. Tower is still standing on full HP though, so that push didn't really work out too well. But that's Roshan, that's Aegis for Ace once again. And smoke up straight away, so where are they gonna go? Who are they gonna try to pick off? Are they just gonna try to barrel through mid and just get a win out of this?
I don't think they can that right now. Like, they really need to push out the lanes. Like, this smoke is a little bit waste of time. Because they won't really get anything out of this. Like, they need to push out all the lanes and then just start doing something. Because, I mean, Menace is just gonna be very, very passive. Until they see somebody going bottom, they see anybody on the map, they won't do anything. Like, they will just sit in the base and wait. Which they did, and the smoke is gone.
So are you saying they're playing Red Dota?
I see what to do. They're playing Rat Dota right now,
Yeah.
and they need to, like, they're playing the correct way, so to say.
For people wondering, of course, Menace is Rat in the dark. Was Rat in the dark before they got picked up by a sponsor. They're all mid. Pushing out bottom or top or not, they're just gonna try to see how far they can get. And actually, they're getting pretty okay damage out on this one.
Yeah, I think Menace needs to not let the Nikes do like that. Like, they need a Sprout at least to stop the Nikes from dealing with damage on the tower. They can't afford 2016 to do this one more time, because then the tower is dead, basically. So, like, every single tower damage right now counts for them.
Well, 2016, they back off for now. It's just a slow siege at the moment. It's a really awkward slow siege as well, because they don't really have any heroes that normally would do very well with a slow siege, like no Manta Styles, no Illusions. They only have Sinrin with his Rage, and he's actually doing a really good job right now. He is able to pick up the tower. That's gonna be one tier 3 tower down. Bit of a wasted Dream Coil there, but they are gonna go for it anyway. Fiend's Grip up on Ace already. In comes Sinrin, Infest out, goes for the Venomancer. The Aegis gets burned off, but Ace will be back in just a moment. BKB already used by Sifla, who was not able to kill off the Disruptor with that. And Weaver TPs himself back towards his base. There comes the puck in again. Nice silence, but that is gonna cost him his life. Gem drops. They go for Lapis next. That's a triple kill for Sinrin. Buyback from the puck. They really want to try and defend their racks. And maybe trying to force back 2016. Blink in again from the puck. There goes a Static Storm. He's still able to get himself out of there though with the orb. Good for him. Silence up on the Weaver. Vortex. Ace taking a lot of damage. Ace getting blocked by his teammate. Goes down, but as does Sifla, who buys back instantly. Buyback from Ace as well. Cinderin still here. Does end up dying. He buys back as well. But they cannot be back here this fast. They don't have tier 1 towers up. Glim's back for the Chen. And actually, it did not go through. So nice job there. They do take down the puck though. Again, they come back in near. Will get picked up. But hey, he'll buy back because he can. Everybody buys back here in this fight. And it looks like we are going to see 2016 getting the better of this. They're still in this. They have 5 people alive. And they've already killed off 2 people who already bought back earlier. That being the Weaver as well as the puck. Who both bought back.
Yeah. And 2016 is just basically fighting reckless right now. They don't even care. They go in, throw their bodies at Menace, dies, and buy back and do it again. And it's working.
It's working very well.
Yeah. And Menace can't really do anything now, having their 2 biggest heroes down, Puck as well as the Weaver. Both used buyback, and it's GG.
That means that we aren't going to see a third game between these 2 teams. Sorry for people that want to see KP again, as they are waiting for their next matchup up against the winner of this best of 3. But first, we're going to have a third game to decide which one of these 2 teams will move on in the EIZO Cup. Number 7, we are in the first round of the single elimination bracket. It's all best of 3s. And, who do you think is going to take it, Mini?
I won't say anything before I see the picks. No, I don't know. I will
Assuming
say,
Cinderin is still there, because of course, I mean, we don't know that for sure.
I will say 2016 will take this.
Okay.
Just because I'm a little biased to Ace and Rice.
Okay. Well, that's allowed. We're gonna see if he's right. Stick around. We'll be back with Menace taking on 2016 for the third game of this best of 3. Don't go anywhere.